Homeless Palestinian families sleeping in a car in Ireland. What a crazy headline from RTE. So the Irish people on X have done a little bit of digging and they found this information on this guy here. So yesterday this information was released onto X by this guy called Paul. You can go follow him, his handle is on the screen. And it says the Palestinian family paraded in RTE yesterday who claimed asylum in Ireland last year are scam artists and are making a mockery of the asylum system and Irish people. Paul, why would you say such a horrendous thing? Paul goes on to say the family claimed they fled from Palestine through Egypt and then to Ireland, but this is not true. How dare you say that, Paul? RTE, the most credible news organisation within Ireland, has wrote about this, so why would you go against their narrative? Why would you lie like that, Paul? The father, Hazim Malaka, has been living in South Africa for around 7 years or so. Pictures on his Instagram in South Africa are dated to the 12th of October 2023, where he tagged hashtag South Africa. So hold up here. Are you telling me this guy hasn't fled Palestine? He's came from South Africa? What's going on here, RTE? My heart is broken. And Paul goes on to say he was also working in a barber shop in South Africa for years. And then Paul found more information and he said he has been working with his brother in a barber's in Dublin. So hold up here. He's homeless in a car with his family, but he works or has worked in a barber shop owned by his brother in Dublin. RT, why didn't you give us this information? This is really breaking my heart. I rely on you guys to give me this information. What's going on? And Paul goes on to say his entire family was in South Africa with him, and now they're in Ireland looking for free housing after being granted refugee status. Yeah, but I thought that was just for the Palestinians fleeing the war. I didn't think that was for Palestinians around the world that are also established in other countries like South Africa to come to Ireland to be granted refugee status. I thought that was for the people directly in the war, you know, the kids and the women and the men that are getting blown to bits. I thought that was for them. Or am I wrong about that? You see, the crazy people on X have been saying that what they think is going on here is that whenever you want to be moved up the list in regards to social housing, well, make yourself homeless. It's a thing that happens across the UK and Ireland where if you're homeless, then the state has to intervene to make sure that you're housed, especially if you have a family. And you can go one step further than that. If you're able to get on the news or on TV and actually make a stir about this and maybe shake it up a little bit, then the state will not sort of want to be seen as a government that doesn't look after people. And then if you add on top of that you're Palestinian, then the state's going to go, oh my God, we're definitely going to have to do something about this here. But then the story takes a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a turn for the worst here. What does this mean? Paul says the story gets madder. What's going on here? Former Bafana Kaiser Chiefs and Orlando Pirates soccer star Mark Batchelor was rushed to hospital last Saturday night after being stabbed with a pair of scissors. The Sunday World can reveal that the stabbing happened during a fight with Palestinian national Hazim Malaka, 27. Hold up here. Surely that isn't the same person. I'm praying that RTE can 100% look into this and give us the correct information and tell us that information is all fraudulent and he didn't do that stabbing. Surely that isn't the same guy. Surely it isn't the same guy. Hopefully RTE can release an article tomorrow where they clear this whole matter up and prove everybody wrong, so I can come on here onto TikTok and onto X and give you the factual information. And when looking on X, I like to look at the other side, the sort of the far leftists. And there's an account here called Carl with a watermelon in his name and a Lebanese flag. And he said, "We did this with the Ukrainians years ago. Asylum seekers can indeed be rich. They are fleeing a situation. Y'all bitch when they're poor and bitch when they're rich." I totally agree with you, Carl. Refugees and asylum seekers can be wealthy because anybody can be fleeing from persecution. I get it. You're 100% correct. However, rich people tend to not be on the social housing list. Would I be correct in that statement? Well, that's the end of the video, folks, and I have to state for the purpose of this video and keeping this video on TikTok, a lot of this here is just opinion based, and we'll have to wait for the full facts to come out. Want to see how RTE counters this narrative, if they even do so. Hopefully they do, so then I can read out that information for you guys. I don't claim to know anything about this situation. I'm just reading other people's information they have released onto social media, and I'm just relaying that information to you. Opinion pieces mixed with some facts. So I'm not spreading misinformation or disinformation. I'm just asking questions and releasing other pieces of information from other people. And everything I speak about today can be debated, and hopefully it will be debated by RTE. I also have to state I do not promote any racism or bigotry in this video or any of my videos. But that is the end of the video, folks, and whatever platform you're watching this on, X, TikTok, make sure to drop me a follow, leave me a comment in the comment section, give me a heart, give me a like, give me a retweet, give me a share. I rely on you guys to be my algorithm. Let me know what you think about this. Do you believe what's been released? Maybe you believe the RTE narrative. Let me know in the comment section what you think, because your opinion matters to me.